Hello and welcome back everybody, Akamondiel here, and today we got remix information, yay, oh boy. That's all I'm gonna lead us off with, just, oh boy. This is definitely something I need to talk about thoroughly. Alright, I need to talk about this thoroughly because there's also something I need to clarify about this unit and stuff that I need to see in action before I can properly say, okay, this unit is good or this unit is not. But, however, if someone does end up summoning, I will try to make a showcase, so do make sure you are stay tuned to the channel for more information about that. And also, as soon as I see people playing it, I'll be talking about it on Twitter and Discord, so feel free to check those out as well in the description down below. And without further ado, let's talk about the remix. So, first of all, Nina is now an adventurer. She is the surprise unit. Honestly, a lot of people did predict this. I saw it coming, but I would have liked someone else too, but I will still take it. So we have Nina being a wind staff, and actually for once, we just have a Gala dragon being returned. So that is very interesting. I don't think they've ever just had a Gala dragon reappear on a remix, because it's always been an adventurer and dragon pair. This is the first time it's just a dragon. So hey, this is going to be your best chance if you do need Reborn Zephyr, who is an amazing dragon. So that would be the only reason you would summon. Other than that, we do have Valentine's Chelsea, Valentine's Melody, and Valentine's Addis returning, but not featured. Meaning these will more likely be in the Spark pool, but good luck pulling them naturally. Just good luck. Alright, I would not fish for them, but if you do like these characters and want to spark them, more than welcome to. But I'm just keeping it real. Do not expect to pull them in the actual showcase. So that's it for all the introduction stuff. So let us just dive into what Nina does. Alright, so obviously wind staff are going to be a healer. So first skill is going to be pop-up shop. This is going to be shareable at a cost of 6. So she will restore HP to all teammates, and also this recovery is increased to 10 times its normal potency for teammates who are at 30% of their max HP or less. Then it's a regen. So what this says is that the initial heal, it will become a burst heal when someone needs it. Beyond that, it's pretty much just a standard regen. And this regen, it will still happen after the initial heal. So that's solid, I would say, because like if they need it, they're going to get it. That is cool. That's honestly pretty cool. In addition, activates the following cumulative effects based on the number of charges the shopkeeper gauge has. So she does have a gauge. So 1 or more, potency is increased. 2 or more removes all afflictions, and 3 grants the entire team a team strength amp. Oh boy, and here are some more fine-tuned numbers. The burst potency will be of 10. That is honestly pretty low. But also keep in mind, when they are under the 30% HP threshold, this will increase to 100, making it a pretty solid burst heal. That is good. The shared skill cost is 5.9, and the shared skill is a 9.1. I don't remember how Stab's SP cost is when it comes to their skills, so I believe this is a little bit on the steeper side. And also one thing to note, the HP regen, it's a 25 potency. Pretty good right there. It's pretty good. And 40 seconds. So if you give her buff time, she is lasting a long time with her regens. That is really good. That is going to be pretty solid right there. Then when she has a charge of 1, her potency, it will increase to 21 instead of 10. And once again, with the 10 times, this is potentially coming a 210 burst heal. That's pretty damn potent. So that can definitely deal with a lot of corrosion really, really easily, because that's still like a 100 potency inside of creeping corrosion. That's pretty good. That's pretty damn good. And this is not changing. It's lasting 40 seconds. Obviously adding on the affliction recovery. Then at 3 charges, a team strength amp at a max of 1. This is not tied to a cooldown. The only cooldown she'll ever have is her actually getting up her skill and hitting the level 3. And now we move on to the S2, where everything must go. Cleaning our inventory. Get it out of here. Spring cleaning's here. This skill can only be used when the shopkeeper gauge is completely filled. Do keep that in mind. Completely consumes the shopkeeper gauge, revives any incapacitated teammates, so yeah, she has a revive, and completely restores their HP. Also, restores HP to all teammates and removes all afflictions from the entire team. Furthermore, partially refills the skill gauges of all teammates, excluding user and dragons. During this skill, the user will be immune to knockback. This skill, I had to specify so much on Twitter. Okay, I think a lot of people did already know this, but in case if you are not aware, all right, in case if you're not aware, you can look at this in the game's help section. If content does not have revives, you cannot revive. This works with abilities. This works with a draconic resurrection via Dominion Imprint. This already exists. This has been a thing. So this revive, if you do end up using her for endgame content, is worthless. This is a worthless mechanic if you only use her for endgame content. However, though, if you do use her for earlier content and auto teams, and or playing catch up, this is going to be very, very good. This is going to be a safety net for you. That's about it. And also, when it comes to her skill gauges, this is going to be a 100% potency. Now, with this alone, this could have cheese usage. This could very well have cheese usage, but however, you need to be at level 3. So, you are not getting this often at all. You keep that in mind. And also, when it comes to her recovery potency, it's a 300 potency. This is literally meant to fully heal you, because even in corrosion, you're probably getting what, 150 potency, which is still a pretty good burst heal. So she is definitely going to stack up on burst heals really, really nicely. Then we move into the Coabs, obviously recovery potency, and also team strength amp equals HP regen 5. This is going to be great because she does have the capability to use amps at a pretty good frequency. So corrosion really is not going to be an issue as long as you have a team strength amp. And remember, we did just get Forest as well, who does spam amps as well. So yeah, so now Win has 2 really good amp spammers. Cool. And now we move into Sharp Shopkeeping 2. She'll be granted a Shopkeeper gauge that does have 3 charges and is completely filled at the start of quests. So pretty much at the start of quests, you are able to immediately get up and running when it comes to either your prep or your strength amps. Choice is yours on that, but that is nice. Shopkeeper gauge is filled by using pop-up shop, meaning S1s, they do fill it. That is nice, but we don't know by how much. We don't know if 1 S1 equates to 1 gauge, or 1 S1 equates to like half of the gauge. We do not know that yet. That is something we do need to see. Also, grants the user a unique force strike that deals damage to the target and nearby enemies. When the Shopkeeper gauge has 1 or more charges, it will be a dispelling force strike. Having on-command dispels is always very, very handy, so this is very welcome. She does have freeze res. Surely we can work out bog res. Surely. Then we have ceaseless sales too. Grants pop-up shop a skill gauge attached to its skill button. if I recall correctly, this is like a Bahamut mechanic. All right, to as of where whenever the seal is available, you can charge it further and whatnot. I believe that's what this is referring to. When the shopkeeper gauge has one or more charges, pop-up shot can be used even if its skill gauge is not filled. Oh, never mind. Okay, so pretty much this will fill along with its skill gauge. All right. So you are able to use this even when it's not filled, as long as you have a shopkeeper gauge. Because using pop-up shop in this way will consume one charge of the shopkeeper gauge. So let's say, for example, you need that burst heal. You are able to do that burst heal. But now, however, this now proposes the question, how will this work when it comes to the AI? Will the AI be smart enough to be like, okay, it's available, but however, I would rather have the level 3, so I'm going to hold on to it. Or we'll say, hey, it's available, I'm just going to use it. That's something we don't know. Or will it prioritize the burst heal when it needs to burst heal? These are all questions we need to see with the actual gameplay. Also, consuming one or more charges of the shopkeeper gauge will grant the entire team a team strength amp with a maximum of 1 that's tied to a 45-second cooldown. So pretty much it's like, okay, well, you can start off by just immediately using your S1 and rebuilding it that way up to that level 3. Then that way it's just amps. You're just getting amps. So that's nice, I guess. So okay, before I go into Zephyr, my final thoughts on her, okay? Endgame content. I'm talking about endgame content right now. No. Just no. Alright? Like, I mostly see G's from her. Amps are nice, but we do have Forests are existing, which in my opinion is going to be a much better choice. And we already have good wind healers as is that do fill other utility roles. Those being a Poison Res down via Formal Noel, and we also have Akasha providing over damage, both of which are general pool units already existing. And also, like, well, don't get me wrong, she does have some nice healing, but who else has good healing? Lowen also has some pretty good healing. I'm just saying. Lowen's been on top for a while. He's still decently usable. So, Nina kind of does already what everybody else does, with some prep involved, which will boost damage, but it's like, we already have Akasha who can pair with, not in order for more dragons, more Volk, more damage. So, like, that's honestly about it. Because remember, Revive is pretty much worthless unless if you do use her for other forms of content. That's the only reason why you would be using her, in my opinion. So then for that newer content, she's going to be absolutely great because her Revive, it's most definitely a safety net. It's definitely a safety net, just if you're still learning the bosses and all that. But however, when you learn them, you will see quickly that you do not need the Revive mechanic. Alright? Because typically you want to go deathless anyway, that way you get the maximum amount of War Might. So I was immensely disappointed with her upon midnight, as you could probably tell by my Twitter stuff. But upon reading her, she wasn't as bad as I initially thought, but she is still a very, very easy skip. She's honest to God the easiest skip of a general pool I've ever seen. But however, I still want to see what she does to see if she could be redeemable in any way. Alright? I still want to see. Still most definitely want to see. I'm curious about how she operates, how her AI works. This is all stuff I really, really want to see. So for right now, I would say if you're summoning for her, it's for her. Alright? That's about it. You're summoning for her, not for content. Not for content in the slightest. So just keep all that in mind. But, however, moving on from Nina now, we're now going to move on to the returning Gala, being Gala Reborn Zephyr. So to pretty much sum him up real quick, he is just like every other Reborn. He just does a good damaging skill, two eyes of which you are able to use twice, which is great. And also he'll have 70% strength and 30% wind damage up modifier. He is a staple pretty much. He is an incredibly strong wind dragon. So just if you are lacking on wind dragons, you can most definitely pick him up because he's a dragon. You should be able to just hopefully, I say hopefully because I'm talking from Ciela experience here, you should be able to just throw a few multis and pick him up. You should be able to, but however, you are still obviously running the risk of not pulling him and going all the way till Spark. Alright, I had that happen with Ciela to me before, so do just bear that in mind. But it is a dragon. You should have better luck with pulling a dragon rather than a unit. And to just very quickly talk about these other Valentine's units, because I know people are eyeing them right now, okay? Chelsea is good outside of Dominion. She's just really damn strong. Really damn strong. Melody, only used for Coab. Addis is non-existent. That's about it. Alright, Chelsea's good. Melody's bench. Addis, don't go for it. So, that's it for this video. I'm glad I almost ranted about Nina. Like, seriously, I was coming into this video being like, I really hope I don't rant and turn this into a 20-minute video. But hey, I was just thoroughly going through her kit, saying some stuff I hope, saying some stuff that I'm worried about, but in the end, we just need to see. So I'm glad it didn't go on for as long as I thought, but hopefully you guys did end up enjoying this, and you did make it up to this point in the video. So for that, I do thank you. And on that note, I'll see you all in the coming days, where I'll probably end up doing a style video like I did with Forest and Valix, if I can find someone that's summoned and is willing to do content. So on that note, I'll see you all in the next video. Goodbye.